welcome back. こんにちは。こんばんは. Or if it's the morning, おはようございます. Wherever you are watching us, おはようございます in the morning, こんにちは in the afternoon, こんばんは at night. These are basic greeting you can use in Japan. Hey, thank you for joining us again. My name is Tomoko Omori, and Anna and I are going to Japan next month. So Anna had a lot of questions since this is a first time for her to visit Japan. So we thought, hey, this will be very helpful to the people who are going to Japan for the first time. So, month of March in April, we will be talking about Japan before what you can prepare before you go to Japan or what you can look for when you are going to Japan. So if you like this, please say like it and or you can ask the question and if you can subscribe it so that you won't miss anything. Wonderful. Thank you, Anna. So what is your question of the day?
Yes, hello everyone. Hello, Tomoko-san. So my question for today is, of course, I want to be presentable, I want to behave well in Japan, and I want them to see me as professional or just behave. So what are the Japanese etiquette that I need to know before I go to Japan?
Oh, you're such a good girl. I love it. I love the question. Yes. So Japanese is very traditional and have some rules. Yes, and you don't want to give a bad impression of you with that intention, right? So that's a great question. Thank you for asking. So number one, Japanese tend to bow, right? And so saying hi casually, but with the smile, you are allowed to be a happy person, which is great. But in the very serious place or business, maybe you can bow like this. You know, nowadays in America, some people like bow like this. This is, I think, nowadays accepted, but that's actually coming from different Asian countries. But a lot of movies and a lot of international association or relationship, I also does this sometimes, but Japanese way of bowing is like this. So the eye goes down. You don't do like that. You bow like this. Okay, that's number one great impression you would be able to give to somebody. Uh, you are respecting that person at the first sight or first time you greet. All right, and shoes. That's very important. Japanese take off the shoes if it's going to inside of the house or ryokan, maybe some restaurant called doma or ima. That's the place you see to place you can take off the shoes, and then you can always ask, should I take off our shoes here or leave it on? And they will tell you that either you are supposed to take off the shoes where, right? So that's fine to ask, right? One thing people don't know and tend to forget is when you are wearing slippers inside of Japanese house, restaurants, or ryokan, you will find another set of that slippers at that restroom. You're supposed to change these slippers to use that restroom or the bathroom and then change to yours when you go to the public area or living room, ryokan, at the restaurant. So, and sometimes you don't get provided these slippers, and you find the slippers at the restroom. Leave them at that restroom, not to keep wearing to the different floors. That's very important. People will be surprised. Oh, you're not supposed to wear these slippers at the bathroom to these places. So that's the key. Um, Also, common mistakes people do. I don't know where this got from is, but when you are using the chopsticks and eating the bowl of rice, and some people I see stick those chopsticks into the bowl, is actually shocking for Japanese people. Why? Because Japanese um, give this bowl of rice with the chopsticks stuck in the rice to the ancestors. So those rice in the bowl with the chopstick stones are considered the rice for the dead. All right. So if we see it at the restaurant, people are sticking the chopsticks on the rice of the in the bowls. That'll be very people are shocked at that or heart attack almost or don't want to see like that of course people don't know that and just do it like because you cannot find that place to put in but you should be provided chopsticks rest to rest the chopsticks. So use that as a classy way, and that's real. And also, like, oh, you want to taste this, and giving the food by chopsticks, and then take that food from your chopsticks is considered taboo and a bad manner by using chopsticks. So what you can do is you want to share it and use your chopsticks, bring those food to somebody else's who share to that plate, somebody else's plates. And then that person who provided the food in that person's plate can enjoy that food using that person's chopsticks. Does it make sense? So that's the common mistakes people does and considered bad manner. All right. Other things would be the how to um, behave at the train or bus. And Japanese people not tend to speak in the public area so loud. They speak quietly. The volume the people you are talking to can enough hear. All right. Other things, a big difference between other country to Japanese is in the elevator. Japanese people not to tend not to speak in the elevator. And it's very different because in America, elevator pitch, or ice break to be friendly in the elevator is so common. But so you'll be surprised, like a Japanese became so quiet while they are in that little box called elevator. So that's the way they respect the space and they respect the other people's time in the elevator because it's such a small box to be together. So don't think they are being rude, or surprised, like when you say hi in the elevator. Okay, but it's not that it's not like a bad manner, but it's just to be aware that Japanese people are not used to speak in the elevator. So don't take them wrong. Okay. So Anna, do you have any other questions?
Yes, thank you so much. I do have a question. What are the other things like rules that are unspoken for tourists that miss a lot, and then that should be done in Japan, like unspoken rules. Do you have any?
Okay, that's a good one. Taking the trash with you. Everywhere you go, you don't find the trash in the public or the street. People want, because the recycle system is so complicated, and once you find that public trash can, people tend to throw everything in one trash can, and somebody have to distinguish the recycle to plastic to even the lid of the plastic bottle, and then it's very complicated. So they it's very unspoken rule for Japanese is common. If you have the trash, take it home or take it to the hotel where people can distinguish these how to properly throw. It's very dependent, and the different in the materials, and the rules are different depending on the prefectures too. So these are the unspoken rules, and that reason you don't find trash cans on the street. Mm.
I see. How about, I heard about eating also while you walk. Is that
Mm.
allowed?
Yeah, a good question. So eating while you're walking on the street or smoking while on the street is actually very bad manner. You'll be considered. So if you're eating, you're either eating in that allowed space, or if you find a chair or the table, that's where you're supposed to eat. And smoking, you can find a designated area for smoking. And the Japanese carry the little pockets to as an ashtray, where you can find it at the 100 yen store, and very common. So you can bring that with you, so you don't throw the litters on the street too.
Oh, I see. Wow. So there are unspoken rules in Japan. And how about, are you advising I bring my cards with me, or cash all the time in
Cash,
Japan?
cash. Okay, so it's getting better. You can start able to use the credit card, and but having cash is very convenient for you, because some places you want to go, but they only accept cash is still you see everywhere. And uh, um, and then if you want to get some um, regional things or local things on that street, which is great, high quality. And then, but they don't accept the credit cards. Is very common. So nowadays, like at the last trip, I really didn't need that cash, but having cash is still very useful in Japan. Good question, Anna.
I see. And also, last time you mentioned about the tip, I just want to repeat that for this. Uh, that tipping in Japan is not allowed, right?
Right. So we don't have a custom to tip people, because omotenashi, which is hospitality, is something we grew up with. And even hotels or the restaurants don't have a system for tipping. So
Mm.
but you will find a great omotenashi, the hospitality from Japanese people. And I sometimes want to give the tips to them, and they say, no, no,
Mm.
no, no, no. They're not trying to be rude, or they're not a good receiver. It's just that they don't have the custom to receive the tips. So enjoy the omotenashi custom and then say thank you, or you're really good, and you can bow and then thank you. Would it be with the smile? Would it be a good reward to them? Okay.
I see. Well, thank you so much. I will remember all of these etiquette in Japan so that I can be blending with the
Yeah.
Japanese etiquette soon.
Right. Right. I think so a lot of it's a culture gap and a culture differences, right? So it's you can even enjoy what the traditional way Japanese do, and you will give them a great impression, and you can enjoy more the country.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My
Appreciate it.
pleasure, Anna. You will be a good girl, as good as you really are in Japan too. Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, everyone. I think you can. This is either you know it or you don't, right? But if you know it, and you'll be impressive, and you'll be considered as such a great tourist or visitor, and you'll be welcomed more. So please enjoy the countryside, and when you go to Rome, do as Rome do, right? So that's how it is. Enjoy Japanese way, and even you know be Japanese while you are there. All right. See you next time. Thank you, Anna. Bye.